Ethan tapped his savings app again. 20% every month. No excuses. Maya closed her brokerage app. 10% invested every month. No hesitation. Both were sure they had cracked the system. Both were wrong. And the number that breaks them doesn't show up until year 6. Ethan started first. Same job, same salary. $65,000 a year. He read somewhere that saving aggressively was the safest path, so he did. He cut dinners out, delayed vacations, drove the same aging car. 20% of his income went straight into savings. No risk, no volatility, just certainty. Maya started a month later. Same salary, same expenses. But she split her strategy differently. 10% into investments, index funds, broad market. Nothing fancy, just consistent exposure. She didn't save as much cash. She didn't feel as secure, but she kept going. Year 1 looked exactly how you'd expect. Ethan had about $13,000 saved, clean, predictable, reassuring. Maya had only half that in investments, and the market dipped early. Her balance hovered around $5,000, sometimes less. Emotionally, Ethan felt ahead. Financially, it looked like he was winning. And this is where most people stop thinking. By year 2, Ethan doubled down. He increased his savings rate slightly after a small raise. His account crossed $28,000. No surprises, no stress. Maya stayed the course, same 10%. But the market recovered, quietly at first, then steadily. Her account climbed past $15,000, then $18,000. Still behind, but the gap wasn't what it used to be. Ethan noticed something subtle. His money wasn't growing, it was just sitting. Interest rates on his savings account barely moved the needle. A few $100s gained over 2 years. That was it. Maya noticed something different. Her account moved without her touching it. Some months up, some months down. But overall, the trend was upward. By year 3, the difference became uncomfortable. Ethan crossed $45,000 in savings. Maya's account hit $35,000. Still behind, but closing faster than expected. Here's the part most people miss. Ethan's progress was linear. Every dollar required effort. Maya's progress was starting to curve. Her money was working too. The math was beginning to shift, quietly. Year 4 didn't feel dramatic. Ethan kept saving, $58,000 now. He felt disciplined, in control, protected. Maya crossed $50,000. For the first time, the gap felt small. But something else happened this year. The market returned roughly 8%. That didn't sound like much until you realize Maya earned $4,000 without adding effort. Ethan earned maybe a few hundred. Same discipline, different outcomes. By year 5, the tension broke. Ethan hit $75,000. Maya crossed $72,000. 5 years of saving double, and the lead was almost gone. This is where most people panic, because the assumption starts cracking. Saving more must mean ending with more. It sounds logical, it feels responsible, but the math doesn't care about feelings. Year 6 is where everything flips. Maya's account crossed $90,000 first. Ethan followed shortly after, but slower. And then something strange happened. Maya's annual growth alone was now larger than her contributions. She added around $6,500 that year, but her account grew by nearly $10,000. Ethan added $13,000, but his growth stayed small, predictable, limited.
This is the number that changes everything. The moment your money grows faster than you can save it. Ethan never reached that point. Not yet. By year 7, the roles reversed completely. Maya crossed $110,000. Ethan was still catching up near $100,000. 7 years of saving twice as much, and he was behind. Not because he was reckless, not because he made bad decisions, because he misunderstood the game. Saving builds a foundation. Investing builds momentum. Ethan optimized for control. Maya optimized for growth. Both had blind spots. Because here's what no one tells you. Maya felt stress in the early years, watching her money drop, questioning her choices, doubting the strategy every time the market dipped. Ethan never felt that. His balance only moved one direction, up, slowly but safely. That emotional cost matters. And here's the second flip. Around year 8, the market hit a rough patch. Maya's portfolio dropped nearly 15%. Her $110,000 dipped below 95. Years of growth temporarily erased. Ethan? Still stable, still steady, around 115 now. For a moment, he was ahead again. This is where the second assumption breaks. Investing always wins. It doesn't. Not in the short term. Not when volatility hits. Maya had to sit still. No panic selling, no emotional decisions. Because if she exited now, the entire strategy collapsed. Year 9 recovered. Slowly. Her portfolio climbed back, then pushed higher. 120, then 130. Ethan crossed 132, but again, slower. Because every dollar he added came from effort. Every dollar she gained came from both effort and growth. By year 10, the difference became undeniable. Maya crossed 160,000. Ethan reached 145. Same salary, same starting point. Different assumptions. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Neither of them was completely right. Because if Maya had lost her job in year 2, her low cash reserves would have forced bad decisions. If Ethan had kept avoiding investing forever, he would always stay behind inflation and growth. The real answer isn't picking a rule, it's knowing when the rule stops working. So the question isn't, should you save more or invest more? The real question is, at what point does your strategy stop being safe and start becoming expensive?